Beautiful morning to you out there, our esteemed listeners. You are very much welcome to Carnival Radio Breakfast Show. This beautiful morning, and this is newspaper review on your Enjoyment Unlimited station. My name is Ibrahim Adebayo. We begin the newspaper review with the headlines in the newspaper. 271,704 passengers to enjoy federal government fare slash. No regrets, removing subsidy. Tax reform will go ahead, says President Bola Tinubu. NAPTIP reunites 1,200 traffic victims with families. Gunmen kill 15 in Plateau community. Lassa fever endemic in Nigeria posing significant public health risk, says NCDC. Now the news in detail. 271,704 passengers to enjoy federal government fare slash. No fewer than 271,104 passengers are expected to benefit from the 50% transport fare rebate initiative by the federal government to support travelers during this U-tide. It is estimated that 16,944 persons will be moved to and fro daily. The program, which goes into effect today, will run for 13 days. It will terminate on January 5. Transportation Minister Senator Ahmad Hakali gave the breakdown yesterday. According to the plan, 708 vehicles will ply 144 routes from Abuja and Lagos to all state capital except Anambra State. For Anambra, the federal government said the takeoff and the terminal points will be Onitsha. It is the second time the federal government would devise the price slash method to cushion the effect of high transport fare. The minister directed the leadership of the Road Transport Union, Road Transport Employer Association of Nigeria, RITIAN, and National Union of Road Transport Workers, NURTW, God is Good Motor, and Association of Luxury Buses Owner of Nigeria, ALBON, to ensure that the palliative buses are moved to the designated loading point earlier today to move passengers who seek to take advantage of the initiative to join their loved ones across the country for Christmas and New Year celebration. He explained further that the delay was due to some logistic. Akali lamented in a statement by the Director of Press and Public Relations of the Ministry, Olujimi Oyetomi, that the scheme is taking off late. He explained that the delay was due to some logistic issues which have now been largely sorted out. The ministry advised Nigerians to avoid rushing in the face of limited numbers of buses to avoid unpleasant experiences. For more details on the news, you can visit The Nation newspaper. 271,704 passengers to enjoy federal government fare slash. No regrets. Removing subsidy tax reform will go ahead, says President Bola Tinubu. President Bola Tinubu has said there is no going back on the tax reform bills. Tinubu stated these during a media chat yesterday. Said the tax reforms were necessitated by the need to eliminate colonial-based assumptions in the nation tax environment. The presidential media chat Tinubu first was aired on the Nigerian Television Authority last night. The tax reform have sparked controversy across the country, forcing the House of Representatives to suspend indefinitely the debates on the bills earlier fixed for December 3, following mounting pressure from the 19 northern state governors. The planned debate was called off after 73 northern lawmakers kicked against the bills. However, while the reform have garnered support in the South as steps towards equitable resources distribution, stakeholders says resistance from the North reflects fear of marginalization and economic disadvantage. Borno State Governor Babagana Zulum was quoted in an interview as saying, "Why the rush? The petroleum industry bill took almost 20 years before it was finally passed, but this tax reform bill is being transmitted and received legislative attention within a week. It should be treated carefully and with caution so that even after our exit, our children will reap its benefits." It was reported that on September 3, 2024, President Bola Tinubu transmitted 4 tax reform bills to the National Assembly for consideration following recommendations of the Taiwo Oyedele-led Presidential Committee on Fiscal and Tax Reforms. The bills include Nigerian Tax Bill 2024, which aims to provide fiscal framework for taxation in the country, and the Tax Administration Bill, which provides a clear and concise legal framework for all taxes in the country and reduce disputes. Other Nigerian Revenue Service Establishment Bill, expected to repeal the federal government's Inland Revenue Service Act and establish the Nigerian Revenue Service, as well as the Joint Revenue Board Established Bill, which will create a tax tribunal and a tax ombudsman. For more details on the news, you can visit the Punch newspaper. No regrets, removing subsidy, tax reform will go ahead, says President Bola Tinubu. NAPTIP reunites 1,200 traffic victims with families. About 1,200 victims of human trafficking were reunited with their families in 1 year. The National Agency for the Prohibition of Trafficking in Person has said NAPTIP revealed these in a 3-year performance overview spanning September 2021 to September 2024. Released in November 2024, the review covers the tenure of NAPTIP immediate past Director General, Professor Fatima Wasiri Azi. The agency revealed that it reunited 1,198 traffic victims across its offices nationwide from September 2023 to September 2024. Most of these reunifications occurring in 2024. In September 2023, the agency rescued 101 victims, which rose slightly to 105 in October and 112 in November. However, December 2023 saw a significant dip, with only 81 victims rescued. The new year started with 88 victims rescued in January 2024, which climbed to 109 and in February, but slightly declined to 95 in March. April 2024 recorded the lowest number during this period, with only 67 victims rescued. May marked a significant increase, with 160 victims rescued, following 116 in June, and peaked at 164 in July 2024, the highest monthly figure during the reporting period. Those rescued received support, including shelter, legal assistance, mental health counseling, and reintegration services before being reunited with their families. For more details on the news, you can visit the Punch newspaper. NAPTIP reunites 1,200 victims with families. Gunmen kill 15 in Plateau community. No fewer than 15 people have been killed at the Gida Ado community of Ganawuri in Riyom local government area of Plateau State, while others were injured and were now receiving treatment in the hospital. Recall that a year ago, armed men disturbed the Christmas celebration in communities in the Mangu, Bankiladi, Boko local government areas of the state. And to forestall a recurrence, security agencies in the state have been having a series of meetings with different communities and stakeholders committed to ensuring a peaceful Christmas celebration this year. However, armed men defied the efforts and attacked the community, which inhabitants include the Irigwe people of the Basa local government area of the state, causing havoc to lives and property. Although the State Police Command and Operation Save Efun were yet to give detail about the incident, Chairman of Riyam Local Government Council, Sati Zua, confirmed the incident to newsmen via phone call. Spokesman of Operation Save Efun, Major Samson Zako, could not be reached at the press time, and that of the police, Alfred Alabo, said the investigation was ongoing to ascertain the true situation. But Zua said the community was attacked on Sunday night. 15 persons were killed, who just left the community. A mass burial had been given to the victim, and 2 survivors are undergoing treatment at the hospital. End of quote. The National Publicity Secretary of Irigwe Development Association, IDA, Sam Jogu, added, and I quote, "The attack took place on Sunday night at Rindo, Ginda Ado, a hamlet of Riyon local government area of Plateau State, predominantly inhabited by Irigwe native from Baza local government." For more details on the news, you can visit the Vanguard newspaper. Gunmen killed 15 in Plateau community. Lassa fever endemic in Nigeria, posing significant public health risk, says NCDC. The Nigerian Center for Disease Control and Prevention, NCDC, has raised alarm over the increasing rates of Lassa fever in the country. The National Disease Control and Prevention Agency said Lassa fever has become endemic, causing significant public health risk across all states of the Federation. This came as Nigeria recorded 190 deaths out of 9,492 suspected cases in 2024 alone. Director General of the agency, Dr. Jide Idris, giving updates, preparedness and response measures at a briefing in Abuja, said 66 states made up 89% of confirmed cases. The affected states, according to him, are Ondo with 29.7%, Edo 22.7%, Bauchi 17.9%, Taraba 8.8%, Benue State 5.6%, and Ebonyi State 4%. Similarly, he said 10 local government areas, namely Owo, Esako West, Eson West, Kimfi, Ado, Kola, Toro, Ose, Akure South, Jalingo, and Ida accounted for almost 59% of the confirmed cases. The NCDC boss, who noted that there had been an alarming increase in Lassa fever case and deaths in the last 4 weeks, signaling the outbreak severity. Disease Control and Prevention NCDC continue to address the current Lassa fever outbreak during the peak season. Outbreaks typically occur during the dry season when women exposed to rodents is higher. For more details on the news, he explained that the Emergency Operations Center EOC was activated to ensure seamless coordination of Lassa fever control and management activities using a One Health approach. For more details on the news, you can visit the Vanguard newspaper. Lassa fever endemic in Nigeria posing significant public health risk, says NCDC. Before we bring the newspaper review to a close, these are the headlines again. 271,704 passengers to enjoy federal government fare slash, no regrets, removing subsidy, tax reform, we go ahead, says President Tinubu. NAPTIP reunites 1,200 trafficked victims with families. Government kill 15 in Plateau community. Lassa fever endemic in Nigeria, posing significant public health risk, says NCDC. And with that, we've come to the end of newspaper review on Carnival Radio, your enjoyment unlimited station. Thank you very much for taking time to listen to us this morning. You are highly appreciated. Continue listening to Carnival Radio via www.carnivalmedia.ng. You can as well download the Carnival Media app from the Google Play Store and iOS App Store. My name is Ibrahim Adebayo. Do have a fruitful day ahead.